In this lesson, we're going to be learning Tennessee Stud by Doc Watson. Great little first bluegrass entire tune to play. It starts with a little bluegrassy run at the beginning, and then it's using D, A minor, G. What else we got in there? A B flat and an A7 as mainly the chords, and a C. But definitely an easily obtainable song to learn if you take your time. So the song is in the key of D. So let's start right with the riff at the beginning. So it runs basically kind of right down our D major scale. And then does this little thing at the end. So we're going to start on the 2nd fret of the G string, then open, 4th fret D string, 2nd fret D string, and then open D. So get that part down, then we have the first kind of half of this riff ends with that. 2nd fret A string, open A. Then we have open D, back to 2 on the A string, back to open D. So open D, 2nd fret, D, and then you slide from the 2nd fret of the D string to the 4th fret of the D string. So we have one more time. Okay, then the second half of the riff starts the same way. When you get to here, we have 2 hits on the open D string, then a D chord, D major, and then back to the open D string. So it's okay, and that's almost the whole intro. I forgot one thing in the middle of that. So after you do the first half of the lick, right after that, you do 2/8 notes on the D major chord. That's how the entire intro goes. One more time. Okay, then we have a little chord thing that we do in the intro. So that's just D and A minor. So we got, in our traditional bluegrass sense, we're going to play the open string, the bass notes first, and then a down up on the rest of the chord. That's our A minor, and then 2 downstrokes there. So it's do that twice. And then we start into the verse. So the whole intro. Now we're into the verse. The verse, we do a traditional bluegrass alternating bass line. With our chords. So it's using the 5th interval. So on the D chord, it's D, A, D, A. So we have this bass line that sounds like this. Okay, so we're going to do 2 bars on the D. just like that. And the strum pattern throughout is the same. It's down, up. So down on the bass note and then down, up on the chord. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Just like that. Then we go to a C chord. Now this is a little bit different. He does a little bit of a change in here. So it's always the same chord and down up, but the bass note changes. So it's the C, the 3rd fret of the A string. Then we go down to the D string and hit that. We're still holding our C major chord here. So we got. Then here you're going to move your 2nd finger down to the 2nd fret of the G string and play that. So we got, and then you strum, you're going to take that finger off when you do the strum. One more time. And then we go back to open G. So we got, and then you do 3rd fret A string, 2nd fret D string. So we got. One more time. So far from the beginning of the verse. Then we go back to the D. So here you're going to do 3 complete patterns. So it's 1, 2, 3. And then you do 4 16th notes on an A minor chord. Down, up, down, up. So we got. Back to a D. And then there you're going to do the root note and then 6 16th notes. Just down, up, down, up, down, up. Back to A minor. And then back to D. It's kind of confusing. The timing is really kind of weird in this tune. That's what the second half of the verse sounds like. And it's all tabbed out for you there, if that's an easier way to kind of look at it. So let me play the whole entire verse, nice and slow. Back to the D. That's the whole verse, and that repeats twice, usually every time around. So the pattern of the tune is intro, verse, chorus, and it usually does the intro again, verse, chorus, intro, verse, chorus, intro, verse, chorus. So that leads us to the chorus. So the chorus sounds like this. Then would go back into the intro. Weird timing here too, kind of. And if you notice, this song is in 2/4, so it's 2 beats per measure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Except for the intro is still 4/4. So we got a bar, or I'm sorry, yes, a bar of D at the beginning of the chorus. Just like that. That's all you do. So it's one on each bass note. Then we go to C, and that's just for half a bar, and back to D. So we got one more time. Then we go to G for a whole bar. And those bass notes are E string, and then D string open. And then we go to a B flat. So that's first fret A string, playing your major bar chord with the root on the A string. So I'm borrowing the 3rd fret of the B, G, and D string. That's a half a bar. And then we go to this A7 and we have an arpeggiation here. And it goes. That's what that sounds like. So we got, you hit the open A, holding your A7 chord, you play B string, G, A string, twice, and then you do 3rd fret D string, 2 chord strums on the A, and then the 2nd fret D string, and 2 chord strums. So it's kind of weird, but it sounds nice when you play it in the right tempo. And the reason that it sounds kind of dissonant, but it's basically walking back to the D. It's like a little walking bass line back to the D, because that's how we're going to finish out the chorus. We got D, then A minor, back to D, and then the whole thing would just repeat. So you have there at the end of the chorus several bars on D. So after our A7, we have 3 bars of D. Half a bar of A minor, and then back to 3 bars of D. Okay, so let me play the whole chorus. And then you're back to the rest of the tune. So that's pretty much it for Tennessee Stud by Doc Watson.